and welcome to another episode of Furry 5 Minutes. I has socks. They are glorious. Worship the glorious socks. And this thing has tattoos. That thing has a hat. And that thing is squishy.
Exceptionally ordinary.
I would say squishy because latex. But wait, would you say latex was squishy? Topic for debate the next time. Is latex squishy? Debate it. Debate me.
Good question.
I've said this before and I'll say this again. I like how this one guy that submitted two posts on Derpaboro of Twilight Sparkle, just with her rear back and looking back and the tongue, blepping. And it was normal. But then the secondary post that only edited in with the stockings on the back, it was then flagged as questionable. And he was perplexed. So,
because everybody likes
looking back going So Twilight Sparkle with her rear show and looking back and going bleh is fine, but give her back liking stockings. Red alert.
Sexy stockings. So anyway, who wants to go first this week? Any takers?
Got it. I can go first.
Okay then, you can go first. Do you want me to push? Do you want me to push the button for you?
I got the button.
Okay, you push the button.
What's the price on me? Well, today I want to talk about what I'm gonna do this weekend. I gotta move out.
Yee! All the woos.
Yee. I think that took around 10 years before the government helped with that stuff. Well, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the good part. I'm moving out. Oh boy, I'm a bit worried how all this stuff is gonna happen.
Do you have everything in boxes yet?
No. The problem is the place I have to move to is not as big as the room I live in right now.
You still
Probably a problem.
put things in boxes though. It makes it easier to move them, you see.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. But we actually plan to move some of the important stuff over first. Like my sleeping couch. Yeah, I still got a couch. Deal with it.
The question is, how many years is it going to take for you to move all of your stuff back in?
Back in?
Unpack it all.
Why are you armed?
I knew he was trying to steal the hammer.
Well, every single time with us.
No. This is mine.
Okay, Era, carry on.
Single time.
Carry on.
It's been hard with you, goof, all of you.
You're telling me.
But yeah, move on out of all that stuff. Anyone have good advice? What some of the more important stuff I have to do when I move out? Just asking.
Well, I would have honestly have said make sure that you have everything in boxes. Because I made that mistake last time when I tried moving. I didn't get everything into a box in time, and then when my mum and her partner turned up to actually help me move everything, it was, I still don't have everything in boxes yet, it's a nightmare! Then we spent the rest of the entire day moving all my stuff from where I was in Bexhill all the way to Eastbourne. We had to make 2 separate trips. It was not efficient, to say the least.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Would you need to set up stuff like internet packages, gas and electric and that?
What's the gas? We're not to use gas for over 30 years over here.
Really? I was going to say, we still use it here in the UK.
Gas is really dangerous. They're easy to explode. To get fire on and explode.
I mean, he's not wrong.
But no, anything actually is done. All the good stuff is already done already. I just need to get the proper stuff over there and.
Put
just,
that
my PC up with
back!
Which I'm most worried about with my PC. But again, I have already spare Windows give me like a 20 blue screen already.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Sounds like you really need to get
The
a
only thing I'm
new computer.
I'm working on it. But the problem is lately a lot of people have a real big problem. They need to get help to. Sophia, example, if you remember.
Yeah, don't forget to help yourself as well. I mean, it is amazing that you go around helping so many people, especially financially, but you have to help yourself. You have to think of the tiny bird thing. Bird thing has to think of itself.
Problem is I'm good-hearted.
I know, but you
That's
don't
a
have.
problem with me.
Yeah, but there's being good-hearted and then being good-hearted at the expense of yourself.
10 seconds.
But that,
Yeah, that's
Now
why I
where'd it
wanna
go?
do it. Too much.
4, 3.
will you stop that?
Okay, enough.
I know you said that you were going to start stealing the hammer
roll.
more often, but seriously.
No, no.
I wasn't even thinking about it to begin with until you gave me the idea.
I reckon you should get a rolled up newspaper as well.
We still need the Demo Man toy.
Yeah, I haven't worked on Unity in a while, so...
It's okay. Now,
My turn.
just wait until that glorious moment, Era.
3, 2, 1.
Is it you next?
Yeah, Frozen wanted to go
It's
next.
me.
That was quick.
Okay.
I just wanted to get cracking. Speaking of Unity, obviously you know I've finally managed to publish my world, and it's currently in labs at the moment. So, yay! It's finally here.
Yeah.
My world is finally here, but I'm still having issues with working for Quest and that. I'm starting to get a bit fed up with making it compatible for Quest and that, because once again, oh god, my mouth is open. Once again, I don't really have much intention for it to be Quest friendly, because all it really benefits is just screaming kids going onto the map and Spirit, and that's kind of it. Well, Spirit and one of my other friends, that's all I've built Quest for. I'm not blaming them, but at the same time I'm like, if it wasn't for them getting a Quest or Quest 2, I wouldn't have bothered with Quest. I really would, because again, screaming kids.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
Damn you, Oculus! Why did you have to?
Yeah.
Why did you have to make VR so accessible to kids of all things? I know that kind of makes things better because it means that more people are actually getting involved with VR, but why kids? Why those screaming little bastards?
Did the same back.
Remember
with,
how YouTube got popular? Mm-hmm.
I
Started
know.
bragging about it, and then suddenly it was forced to change things. That's why capitalism.
But do carry on.
Yeah, but there's capitalism, but then there's also stuff not appropriate for minors on VR and that. I really do think that. Oh god, hang on. No, shut up.
Okay.
Did he die? Is he dead?
No, something happened.
I haven't died. I'm trying to hang up the phone.
Oh, right. Okay then.
That's why you read, if you want to get on VRCHAT, read the smaller rules, because in the test actually say you have to be at least 14 years old for more play VRCHAT.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good environment for a kid. I really don't think
But the
it's a good
problem is you're
environment for a
asking
kid.
minors that can't read to read.
It's not that they're asking the minors to read, it's the fact that they're expecting their parents to read it, which they're not. And that's the problem. Parents, take some fucking responsibility for once, for God's sakes.
Yeah,
That's because the parents aren't intending to use the equipment, and they have to listen to their kid tell them that, no, this is fine. I just want it so I can play it. I know that doesn't apply to VRCHAT since it's free and accessible, but we're talking about other games. Kids lie. Our minds have been open.
That's a good point.
Lying is a thing.
Yes, parents, your kids lie to you.
Why lie just to scream at adults in VR? What is the pleasure in that? Like, why do you benefit from that?
No idea.
Am I out of touch? No, it's the kids that are out of touch.
You're out of touch.
Well, I was about to say, if this wasn't demonetized because of you mentioning sexy socks or me mentioning sexy socks, it's now been copyright ID'd because you started singing a copyrighted song. Thanks, YouTube.
Was that delicious?
Leave my fuff button
You'll
alone.
just have to put a long. You'll just have to put a long bleep in the video or something.
Maybe. Anyway, anybody want to add anything to this while
30 seconds.
we have 30 seconds left?
Censorship.
Man, I've done say something before, but so go on me, so I forgot it now.
Oh dear, the tiny bird thing has forgotten his lines.
Yeah, because you cannot hold your mouth for a second. I cannot remember now.
But no, if you were gonna make your World Quest compatible, I know how to get the lighting to work properly with it, because
enough.
when you convert it to Android for it, it completely messes with the lighting, some of the buttons. You would have to change the compression methods for some of the textures and that. But it doesn't take too long. It doesn't take too long. But first you need
I need to change. I need to edit this map
first.
anyway because it's already too big for the scale of the map anyway. So, what do you want?
It's maybe to a quest. Don't make the map into a quest. That would be your
Yeah,
big
because it's
mistake.
like
Yeah.
it's like 50 meg limit. There's no way you'd be able to upload it just yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, who wants to go
That
next?
limit is a lot more forgiving than for Affinity, I'll tell you that.
Who next? Who go?
Oh,
Who
well.
do? Me, you, me. You.
What was that about demonetization? You!
That's only one line
What are you
from a
talking about?
song that everybody knows is a meme anyway. So it doesn't count. Haha. Push the button. Do your thing.
Touch.
Besides, all people who rap,
3,
and even do a lot of illegal stuff already, so people don't care.
Alright. This is going to be one of those topics of we really need to change, but no one's going to really change. It's the masses versus the minorities, you know, all that kind of things. We need to stop giving attention to reboots. Reboots, remakes, remasters. Let's face it, we're currently in the middle of a greedy moment where we're constantly seeking for the cheapest ways to become cheaper. So there's no way remakes or remasters are going to be better than the originals, because we're getting that with movies, we're getting that with games, we always had that with games, now we're getting it with movies, and now we're getting even more of it from games. And I say this because there's also especially a Diablo Reforged on the way.
Oh God. If that was anything like
the
the
conversation where people.
Yes, sorry. What I was going to say was, if it was anything like the Warcraft 3 Reforged, it's going to be an absolute shit show. Continue.
I did not talk about that.
Thankfully, at least from what I heard, they're not going to force the other one to be, into this remastered one, and they're not going to get rid of the old one.
I wonder why they
They
chose to
still
do
have gotten rid
that.
of the original Warcraft. Can't really make amends if you're not going to go all the way. No.
You guys have phones, right?
That is a social faux pas that they are never going to live down. And it is absolutely glorious.
Hey, we do have phones.
It's just we don't want to use them for your shit.
I haven't knocked yet.
And the reason why I wanted to bring up reboots again is because I recently came out of a Deep Rock game, and they kept going on and on and on about how much they are hating how everything's being rebooted. We're currently in the middle of a stall campaign where we're refusing to branch out. It's that case of, you thought it was bad that DC wouldn't let Batman go? Well, no one's letting go of anything now. Remake. Profit. Remake. Controversy. Fades. Repeat. Profit.
But then again,
That's
there
how
are...
it's going to be for the next couple of years.
Then again, there are some things where remaking something because it's like on outdated hardware or remastering it so that, something that was enjoyed by a lot of people in the past, but they now can't play it because stuff's not up to date or they can't use it anymore. That I'm okay with. I'm okay with them doing it for that purpose, but with what you're describing, yeah, it is just corporate greed at this point.
But you want to know one reboot that wasn't even called a reboot or a remaster? It was called a Redux. And I'm not talking about one of those ones like it's from an unofficial source. This is official. And that would be Battlefield, Combat Commander, and Battlefield... No, not Battlefield. Battlezone! Combat Commander and Battlezone 2.
Concentrate.
So those two were slightly upped in texture quality, and the audio kind of was a little bit untouched, but it was expected, and it's playable. Because I missed the old Battlezone Combat Commander. It was only number 2 that I could barely get to work on my computer. And as I've shown before, I still have the original disc, the green disc Battlezone. So it is so nice to actually have that one workable. But now these days it's a lot of both greed and we didn't ask for this type of remake and redone and repackaged. But
Frozen.
clearly it's hitting somewhere because people keep buying it. It's the same thing with Battlefield. No. It's the same thing with Call of Duty. We can't change the masses. The masses will always be sheep.
But Frozen, you wanted to say something. You had your paw up.
30 seconds.
Speaking of being sheep, today is the day that we're going to know if we're going to get Diamond and Pearl remakes or not.
Oh, wow.
Today is the day. Today is the day.
Well, it would have been yesterday at this point that the podcast goes out for public, but...
10 seconds. 5.
Spoil the illusion.
Try to resist. Don't give in to the masses.
Okay,
Don't be
enough.
sheep. Don't buy or trust remakes.
Although-
Especially from AAAs.
Although there was one remake that I am glad that they did do, which was Day of the Tentacle, because I literally have the original disc. I tried to put it into a CD-ROM drive. I think it was back during Windows 98. It looked at the disc and went, "Are you trying to load an image file?" I'm like, "What? I'm trying to play a game." It's just like, "No, this is an image file." When that happens, that's when you start doing remasters and remakes. Because you can't even run it on the fucking hardware anymore. Yeah?
That's because it
What is
doesn't
that? Some light? Is that
Yeah, it's
some
a
light?
point-and-click adventure game. It's really good. It's on the level of Sam and Max.
It's from LucasArts, so
Oh, okay.
it was back in the day
Okay,
when
that was me thinking.
was it Tim Schafer? He was the one who originally
You know what's
worked on it.
amazing? They redid all the graphics, all the sprites. They traced over them and popped them up a bit.
Yeah.
And that was
Exactly.
me thinking it was a hentai game.
No, it may sound like it, but it's
Nah.
not.
Think of it this way. It is a singular tentacle, which is a person, just like a tentacle yay high, and had just 3 sockets. Eye, mouth, belly button. That was pretty much it with the design. And the thing that, because this is at the beginning, so I'm not spoiling much, and the thing that makes one evil tentacle evil is that it gets little nub hands.
It gets
And that
little
makes it feel like it
nubblies.
can take over the world.
It's your turn.
I know it is. I was just waiting for
It's your
Matt.
turn,
I was
kitty.
waiting for you to finish.
5, 4,
I'm
3,
polite like that, you see.
2, 1. Begin.
Anyway, this is just a topic that I came up with randomly last night because I just happened to be playing it with a certain fluffy boy over there. I've started playing Sea of Thieves. So, yes. I know a lot of people are just like, oh, well, I've already played Sea of Thieves. I've been playing it for a long time. Screw you. I've only just started playing it, alright? I know I'm late to the party, but I want to be part of it. So,
Stop complaining. Keep talking.
yeah, well, one thing I found really, really interesting in there was the fishing mechanic. I honestly thought it was just going to be throw the pole out, wait for the fish to bite, and then push a button to pull the fish
Minecraft
in.
style.
Yeah, but instead, it's once the fish bites, you actually have to start moving your pole in the opposite direction to where the fish is going to tire it out, then start reeling it in.
So they've upgraded it from Minecraft logic to Legend of Zelda logic, which was back in how long? Back in the
dear.
90s?
I wouldn't have said that was Legend of Zelda. I mean, yeah, it had it on, like, what was it? Ocarina of Time?
Ocarina of Time.
But still, the fact that they actually chose to put that in rather than going the quick and easy way, I think was interesting. And then once I'd done the whole tutorial, gone around and done a few things, and came out into the real world, Fluffy Boy over there joined me and sort of gave me a quick introduction and helped me with my first few voyages. And I got blown up by a skeleton holding a TNT barrel. Because I saw skeleton, I pulled out sword, I went to swipe, he's like, hey, I has bomb! And then I went boom.
They need to say at that skeleton just spawning in that you could only see the head of the skeleton.
Yeah.
Which is why you have to be careful what enemies spawn in. You do not know if they hold bombs or not.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way. And also, Error redesigned my ship to be Ori and the Will-o'-the-Wisp styled, so we had a figurehead that was Ori sitting on top of a little owl, and we had his face on the flag and on the mast and all that kind of stuff.
The sails.
Yeah, the sails. One thing I've learned with that game is that you cannot let go of the wheel for 5 minutes, even if it's just to run around playing music while drunk. And the ship moves a lot more. Yes, we haven't had a moment like that yet. We did encounter a couple of other players' ships, but somebody wanted to avoid all of them.
Because 99% of all people on Silver Field will only attack you and take your ship just to steal your shit loot. Every single people do that. And it's annoying.
Well, that's what being a pirate's
Again,
about.
It's a PvP games, not a PvE.
It's a PvPvE game, basically.
Stop stabbing me
Yeah.
with your claws in my face.
I was already tried out one of my friends would never play the game again because with a group of friends, first time he played with a group of friends who just wanted to go on a 3 hours long void, or what you call it now. And
Yeah.
let's aim at that time when you got a lot of goodies, a random player ship go past, kill them all, sink the ship, and steal the loot. He not ever gonna play Silver Field again. That's a sense. The first time, even. But it's not fun.
Well, to be perfectly honest, when we found that other ship on that island that we went to go and do the delivery thing, their ship looked like there was nobody there. We could have easily have just snuck on board, grabbed a few things, and carried them off, and they would have been none the wiser. It would have been
30
funny. It would have been funny.
It's funny to me.
It's funny to me.
Don't remember we did have a chest with 2 rupees and 1 emerald or something.
I think that was. I'm pretty sure that was after we after we solved that.
10 seconds.
I was convinced. Wait, I'm pretty sure it was.
5,
No.
4, 3, 2,
All right then.
1.
Unless one of us is remembering it backwards or something. I'm fairly positive we'd already sold the red and green
Kinda
gems. Yes.
Question: is it just me, or is Dr. Robotnik staring at you right there?
He is being creepy, yes.
I just-
That's what I look like!
I just got one.
But, yes. That's all done.
Was that delicious? Holy.
Wasn't me this time.
Holy. Was that delicious?
Goody gumdrops. But yes, anyway, that is the end of the podcast for today. That one went by very, very quickly. I don't know. It just felt like it went by faster than normal.
Because we were actually just pushing the button immediately.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
there was no
you
in
pushed
between.
the
We
button.
should really do that more often. As annoying as it is initially, I do like that.
Yee. It good.
Meh.
But anyway, that is the end of the podcast for today. Cuteness.
Look at the mirror and do it. I mean the camera.
Wiggle. He has wigglies. Wiggle. Hee.
So do you, Dumbo.
Not so much on this. Not so much on this version. It don't have as much wiggles. But yes. Anyway, folks, that is the end of the podcast for this week. We will be back in a couple of weeks. Hopefully, by next week, I will have my next D&D animation up, so you can all enjoy that. I know I probably said that last time, but complications.
Wait,
and all
newbie.
What?
Stand
Stop
here.
complaining.
Everybody group together.
I'm
When
going
we do it, bye. We need to group together like this.
Okay, fair enough.
Come here.
You, Doggo, get here.
Here.
Doggo, here.
No.
Come
Yes.
here, or I will transfer you.
But yes.
Okay, I'll be here then.
Okay, but anyway, thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you all again next time. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
The models.